Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's October 29th. It's a Thursday. It's right before the storms. No earpieces, no microphones, so you may hear voiceover talking in the background. In fact, I know you will. And I'm standing in my garage as it is about to storm. And the quiet before the storm, you know how the rain is coming in very slowly, like at a mist, and the wind is blowing, and it just feels real good. That's where I'm at right now on this particular day in life. And I want to talk to you guys about something that I've been doing in business as a person with a disability and as an advocacy and a profit um, for myself and the firm is making things accessible. And I take it from the philosophy of Steve Jobs and working with the Apple development team to make the Mac accessible over 17 years ago. And that philosophy is that we don't have any blind customers right now. But if we make it accessible, if we make it affordable, we can amass millions and millions of new customers. So think about that. The only thing that was accessible in the world for the most part 17 years ago was Windows, using JAWS or NVDA or Window Eyes or Zoom Text or whatever the thing was. And Apple changed the philosophy where we'll give you a better than excellent screen reader, give it to you for free on a platform that we control every aspect of. And so I took that and formed my own company, as you guys know, and the reason why you're watching this video, Fedora Outlier LLC. And so we've been working, man, like crazy lately, literally making the world accessible, from accessible applications for accessible apps on mobile devices, websites. We've been building applications, enterprise applications from scratch, and making them accessible. Of course, we teach technology. We teach individuals how to close out their VR case successfully. But it's 3 points. Number one, know that the app isn't accessible and have some idea as to what isn't accessible, and let the developer know, hey, it's not accessible. I would love to use it. I would love to pay you my money, but, in my testing, it doesn't work. And these are the things that are wrong. Would you be willing to assist me with it, which would therefore help, thousands and potentially millions of other blind people purchase and use your product? Right? It's a whole new revenue stream that they can't get because there is no money if it's not accessible. I mean, what do? We email and say, hey, does anybody have an accessible app for file transfer protocol, FTP? Does anybody know? And, if on the Mac, I'm going to email, Panic software, transmit by Panic, the guys over at Panic, because that's a accessible SSH file transfer protocol software. It's just the de facto and the best in the business when it comes to FTP-ing on the Mac. And so that's my number one tip. I think I'm gonna make this into a couple of other videos, a couple of other series, but for now, just keep that in mind. If you are able to not only disclose that it's not accessible, one, then two, describe what isn't accessible so they can understand, and then three, ask them for their support and letting them know that you will work with them in most cases for free to make it accessible. Guess what? When you have a testimony on your website, the people looking don't know whether it's a paid testimony or whether it's not. So some of the stuff I do for free. A lot of the stuff, the majority of the stuff I do for a very high profit margin. It is what it is. I'm an expert in my field, and therefore the experience is commiserate with the paycheck. So keep those things in mind and reach out to places, people, things, applications, developments, platforms, industries, groups, communities. And if something isn't accessible, if something isn't right, advocate for it. But be willing to be in the fight. Don't just drop it in their lap like a bomb. Say, hey, it's not accessible, and we're gonna sue you. This old bullcrap way of an organization that we know all too well. But work with them and make it accessible. You guys know what it is. I'm getting rained on for real. Let's change the world. Let's change the world together.
5 minutes. Stop recording video.